Hey YouTube, long time no see. I just got back from vacation. Well, I think we'll call this the 7,000 mile review of Trek Verve. Did ride my electric while I was on vacation, about 100 miles, but not much. It's all around a campground because we were up in an area that it doesn't make much sense to go out on the road and take a chance of getting ran over by a hillbilly. So we spent the week goofing off. Karen didn't ride her bike at all. Matter of fact, her electric hasn't been ridden, and this is going the second year. She told me I should start riding it, but I'd prefer to just stay on what I've got. So we haven't had to do any more maintenance. We still need to change the shifter cable, but I'm just being lazy, not doing it. I got a new seat coming, a flight from the year 1999, new old stock. So I'll be changing the seat and put that on. And there's a reason why I went back to that. It was the most comfortable seat I'd ever ridden. And I made a mistake by letting it go with the bike one time. I should have just put a junk seat on it and kept it. I had that seat from 1990 till about 2014, 24 years. And the only problem I ever had with it, I had to re-glue the leather on the seat because it was coming loose in places, but that was easy done, and never had another problem once I used it. If you have something leather that needs to be re-glued, buy Barge rubber cement. It's undoubtedly the best leather glue there is out there. It stays put. Usually you have to rip the leather off of it, tear the leather up just to get it off. So the bike has been adjusted to my riding style. I'm riding 2.1 inch tires on. That's even though it says they don't only fit 1.9, they fit on here no problem. Maybe if it had more knobs on it, it'd be a problem. The tires are now getting close to 2,500 miles, and I still have no reason to rotate them. The back tire does show a little more wear than the front tire, but I'm not going to mess with it. I changed my lubrication back to wax-based lubrication because on this trail I was getting so much dust on the dirt on the chain that I was having to clean the chain almost every ride. So now that I'm running the wax, it doesn't stick to it, and it stays cleaner. Whether or not the chain will last as long is another thing. Battery's holding up, 500 watt battery. I haven't ran the 400 watt battery in a while now. I just make sure I keep it charged in case I decide I want to go on a 40-mile ride. Then I will throw that in my pack, my seat bag, and be able to ride probably close to twice as far as I would want a single battery. The bike hasn't needed anything really. It's good, doing good. Right now it says the range is 41 miles after riding 6 miles, so I start out usually at 52, 53 mile range. And this bike constantly adjusts the range. It just doesn't give you some arbitrary number like some bikes may. It knows how much energy you're outputting, how much it has to output, and adjust the range up to 1,000 times a mile. I think it is 1,000 times a minute. It'll adjust the range and update your range estimate on the fly. The wheels are doing good. They've got close to 4,000 miles on them. Front wheel hasn't needed anything. Back wheel needs has been trued a couple of times. But The quick release on the front wheel needs, I think I'm going to have to replace that because the wheel moves around a little bit. If I hit a hard bump, it moves, and the quick release may be stretching or just not clamping tight enough to keep the wheel put. So I'm going to have to change that, buy a better quality. These are the ones that came with the wheel, and maybe I just need to buy a new set. Don't buy titanium quick releases. They stretch so much. And the titanium is a strange material. It's hard to cut, but stretches a lot. That's why you don't usually see them in bolts. They're kind of a marketing ploy when it comes to bolts. Yeah, they're lighter, but they're not quite as strong. They're easy to strip out and round off. So keep that in mind. A good chromoly bolt will last you forever, and you won't have to worry about it breaking. Whereas a titanium bolt will, it'll sooner or later, the stress will either break it or it'll get so that it doesn't have any holding power anymore. And no matter how often you tighten it up, and then you'll break it eventually. Same thing with aluminum; it has a finite life. Once it's gotten to its life, it's done. And they make bike frames out of aluminum, and they used to guarantee them for a lifetime, but now most of them only guarantee them for a set number of years, and sometimes they're even prorated warranties. This Trek, you have where you need to check for problems with your aluminum frame is around the seat collar. Well, I should take this off and point it out. But around the seat collar, down on the seat tube, all the way down to the bottom where it hooks up to the bottom bracket, and at the head tube. You need to check those areas at least once a year and make sure that you're not developing any cracks. If you develop a crack, don't take a chance. Talk to your manufacturer, see if they'll replace the frame. Usually they'll replace the frame, but you're responsible for the labor of replacing the frames, and which could be quite extensive. A couple hours at least. You're looking at probably $250 to change the frame, assuming they give you the same frame and you don't have to buy new parts that don't fit on that frame anymore. A lot of these manufacturers don't keep frames for long periods of time. They'll update or redesign them, and then you're kind of stuck. You may end up with a whole new bike if they can't come up with an option for you, especially if you're riding an electric bike like I am. I imagine eventually Bosch won't make a motor that'll fit on this frame, and if I broke the frame, Trek would have to replace the whole bike probably, or the parts that can't be added to the frame. I think it only has a 5-year warranty, and we're coming up pretty soon. We bought this in 21, so got another year of frame warranty, I think. Other than that, no problems. Cruising down the road, does what it's supposed to do. Haven't lost any weight because I was on vacation, didn't exercise enough to lose any weight. And I usually, vacation. I usually don't stay on my diet and eat whatever we can eat. In most cases, it's salty food, and I gain 5 or 6 pounds of water weight alone until my body gets rid of that excess salt, which doesn't take long when you're out riding on a bike and sweating out water. The salt leaves your system fairly fast. I get this on. No updates on the proposed regulations. I haven't seen any news about it. It's in my search history. It's supposed to automatically update me using AI when something comes up about new regulations for e-bikes. I know that the UL listing requirement for batteries and chargers has already been put out to the manufacturers, and they've been warned that they have to meet those standards. There's still some Chinese bikes coming in that aren't meeting the standards, but I imagine they'll stop here pretty soon. A lot of companies already got their UL listing now. For example, electrics, all their new bikes have UL listing along with the batteries, so you guys should be set for that. If you're riding a non-UL listed bike, don't charge it in the house. Or if you have to charge it in a structure, make sure it's your garage and it's away from anything flammable. I'm gonna get back on my ride. I've got riders behind me I figured would catch me already, but I must have been going faster than them. Hey, have a good ride. Get out there and ride your bike. If you're trying to lose weight, keep in mind, pedal that thing, you'll lose weight. Any exercise is better than no exercise. Have a great day.